So welcome back to the channel, Hamza here. In this tutorial, I want to show you how you can move your website from a local server to the hosted environment where actually your domain for the hotel is, and that means that everyone will be able to access your website. So what we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to log into the back end of our website. So I'll just open up here our local development environment. Then I move to the admin environment or to the dashboard by logging in. Okay, cool. Here we go. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to come right here to the plugin section and we are going to add a new plugin. And the plugin we're going to basically add is a backup and restoration plugin that will help us move or migrate our website from the local environment to the hosted environment. So I'm simply going to come over here and search WP Vivid. It's a free migration plugin that we can simply use. It's over right here. So what I'm going to do is simply install. Once it is installed, activate. Okay, now once it's activated, it will bring you right over to this page. What we are going to do is simply just hit here on the backup now. Now this means it will back up everything on your website, from all the pages and all the sections that are on your website. After the backup, then we will be able to download the backup and then we upload it to our main website. Okay, cool. Our backup has been made. Now simply scroll down and you see that your backup is available under here on the backup section. What you're going to do is simply download this backup. Okay, now we have the backup downloaded on our website. Next thing we're going to do is simply we're going to get a domain name and a hosting provider. I'm going to link right down in the description box below on where you can get your domain name and hosting. Once you have finished getting your domain name, make sure that you have installed WordPress. And at the moment, I have a default installation of WordPress. And when you look over here on my website, it's basically a default install of WordPress. And when we come over here, look into the plugins, we are having the default plugins that come once you install the new version of WordPress. And over here on the themes, we are also going to be having the default theme, which is 2020. Now what we are going to do is simply going to come here to the plugins area and we're going to add a new plugin. And this plugin is going to be called WP Vivid. Once it shows up over here, simply install. And then we will activate our plugin. Now remember here we are working on the live server, the place where our website is going to sit on the internet. Once the plugin is activated, it will take you over to this page again and simply just come over here to the backups, select the upload option, scroll back down, then you're going to select the upload file. What we are going to do here is we're simply going to come down here and then open our file in a folder or show our file in the folder, and we're going to drag our downloaded file into this window over here. And now that means that WP Vivid will now upload our backup version or our locally developed website that was backed up onto the online platform. So what I'm going to do is simply upload now. It will take some time as it's uploading the file, then after you'll be able to restore. Okay, so once our upload is done, you'll have to receive this kind of notification. Simply say okay. Now what we are going to do is simply just come over right here under our backups and you will see this option called restore. We're going to say restore. Now this means that our website that we have uploaded from a local server will be restored or migrated onto our live website or where our website is seated on the internet. So simply click restore and say okay to continue. And right there it will start off, and just give it some couple of seconds and it will be done. Cool, our restore is now successful. Simply say okay. Now this will log you out of your website and then you will have to log back in again. But before we log back in again, let's first get this domain and we're going to open it up here in a new tab and we are going to compare it to how our website was looking before we actually migrated and what we had by default on installing WordPress. Now, this is what we had when we installed WordPress before we migrated our website, which was a default install. And right now we have a complete copy of our website from the local server to the online platform. Okay, so now it looks like everything looks fine. I can navigate through all the pages Remember, all this is now on the internet. Anyone can access our website for as long as they have our domain. All images are showing up perfectly fine. Everything is working just as it should. Even when I open up a single room, see over here, single accommodation, looks pretty nice, just like it was in the local server. Now, what we need to do at the moment is simply, we're going to test out some forms and make sure that all emails that will be sent through our forms will go directly to the right respondents. So what we're going to do is now come back here to our login page for our migrated website, and you have to log in with the details that you were using on the local development environment or that you used in local by Flywheel. So I'll enter in my login details, and boom, here I am. So at the moment we have finished migrating our website with WP Vivid. You may decide to uninstall WP Vivid, or you may even decide to delete the backup, or you can do whatever you want. But now I think you have an idea on how you can back up your website with WP Vivid. So oftentimes after 1 month or 2 months, when you make changes, or if you want to make breaking changes, or if you want to make updates on your website, I advise that you back up your website using WP Vivid, and your backups will be listed right down below here. And in case you want to restore your website based on a previous version, simply click on restore and your website will be restored. Okay, now off from that, I'll close over here, and I'm simply going to come back here in our dashboard. I'm going to go to pages, all pages. I'm going to open up our contact page, which is this over here. I'll edit it with Elementor. I'm going to come right down here to the form. I'll select the contact form, and I'm going to come right down here to actions after submit. I want that this comes through as an email, and to which email this should come, it will go to this email, which is the Gmail, just like we had set it on the local server. And this is going to appear as the message coming from that email. And the from email, this is what will appear as where the email has been sent from. Of course, it is sent from our contact page on our website. And that's all. You can decide to collect all this data, the user IP, user agent, time, and the date. That all goes back to how you want it to be. So what I'm going to do is simply come over here on the contact page. I'll simply reload the page, and I'm going to test this form. My name is Tester. My email is kwema@outlook.com. I'll enter in my phone number, and I'll say I would like, so I'll say submit. So there is an error and the form has not been sent. So I need to find out why the form has not been submitted. So I come back over here to the form. I'm going to change the email which all the form submissions will be going to. I'm changing it to admin@gottuts.com. I'll simply just come over here and update. I'll go to my contact page. I reload the page. So I'm going to say tester2. Email for the tester is going to be at Outlook, and I'm going to enter in here my phone number or my phone contact, and I'll say this is a testing email 2, and I'll submit. Cool. So the form has been sent successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I have to go and check my admin email, and I see if I have received the email. So I'll log into my admin email, which is admin@gottuts. So once you logged in, now I notice that actually my email has been sent in over here, which is new message from Hotel 99. When you come here and look at our contact form, the contact form subject should be new message from Hotel 99. And when I open this over, you realize that yes, the name is Tester2, their email address is that one, their phone number is that, and this person's message is called this is testing email 2. And this is the other information that I was telling you that the form actually collects, which is down below here, the metadata, which includes the date, time, page URL, user ID, remote IP, and the credit. So you can simply remove all this info right here so that the form doesn't collect all this data right down here. Otherwise, that's how it actually does appear. So now we have tested our contact form and now it is working super well. Before we're using a Gmail over here and it's not working. So we simply had to create an email which is under our domain name, and that was a success. So we could get the email into our inbox. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to go back to our dashboard of our website, and we are going to come right here to settings, general settings, and right here you can change the tagline of your website. And of course you can make changes over here. The administrative email, you can change it, you can change your time zone, and basically set up everything as it should be on your hotel. When you come over here to the reading settings, of course we have already our home page selected. If you create a blog post page, of course you will have to select it over right here, and make sure that actually your website is able to be indexed by the search engine. So this shouldn't be checked because you basically want all your visitors to be able to access your website. And when you come over here to the permalinks, make sure that you have the post name selected as the option for the permalinks, because then your pages will be having the exact page name right here in the address bar, rather than having an ID or a numeric number in the address bar. So in a nutshell, that's how you can migrate your website from a local server or from local by flywheel onto the internet. Now this means that you have moved your website to your host and people will be able to access your website on the internet. In case you have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comment box below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.